G'day fellow flight simmers and random YouTubers. Yep, it's been a while, and I know I've been away for a while because I've been actually come out of retirement and I've actually gone into full-time employment. So that's why you haven't seen me for a while. And just stand by, I've got some guy just taking off here and I'm not sure if he's squawking. Okay, I got him. Okay, so that's why you haven't seen me for a while. I've had to get back into full-time employment. They rang me up and wanted to pay me a ridiculous amount of money. So, like they say in the classics, it was an offer too good to refuse. So anyhow, so here I am. Pushing Tin is back. And what can I say? I'm going to be very rusty. Obviously, I'm doing Brizzy Approach here. And with Brizzy Approach handles obviously the...
Brisbane Approach, Jetstar 443, Burleigh 3 departure, Gold Coast, 2,000 feet, climbing to 6,000 feet.
Jetstar 443 identified, climb to flight level 180.
Climb flight level 180, Jetstar 443.
I should have said via the SIT, but doesn't matter. Anyhow, so here I am. I don't know the last time I did Brizzy Approach. I wouldn't have a clue. But I'm just trying to... Okay, where am I? What am I doing? Okay, all right. I've got me shit together. So, excuse the French. I'm trying to... what am I doing here? Yeah, so anyhow, here I am on this miserable afternoon in Perth, and I thought, well, what else can I do? So, Brizzy Approach can be a little bit confronting because you've got parallel runway ops in Brisbane. As you can see, you've got parallel runways, so that can be a little bit hairy. Especially when you're talking about independent and dependent approaches and departures. That's another subject. I think I did a video on that. I'm sure of it. I did a video on that a while back. Anyhow, hi Tom, how you going, mate? Yeah, I know I'm back after a bit of a hiatus away from the set. Yeah, and I thought I might give Brizzy Approach a go. Mind you though, I've got to say I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm that rusty. The tin can looks better than me at the moment. But anyhow, I'm going to give it my best. And as I was saying, Brizzy Approach can be a bit hairy because you've got to look after the Gold Coast as well, which is down here, of course. You've got Jetstar 443, he's taken off. Yeah, so really it can be a bit hairy at times, but especially if you're... I'll just update the ATIS. What are we doing? 340, wow. Now 340, I better give 01 right. I think I better change the ATIS, I think. (01), I think. 01 left and right.
Brisbane Terminal Information Juliet. Expect instrument approach. Runway 01 left and right. Departures parallel approach and independent parallel departures in progress. Wind, 340 degrees, 7 knots.
I'm not sure if I'm doing this right. Anyhow, we'll change it to runway 01. And... yeah, I think we'll do it that way. So... sorry about this, guys. I'll just get my act together here. Okay. So departures of Gold Coast. Right, okay. So I think I've got myself set up. Now, as I was saying, yeah, I've been a bit of a break, but here I am. Now, what did I want to say? Oh, that's right. Yesterday, I'll talk about that later on. Yeah, when we're talking about dependent and independent departures and arrivals, you've got to understand, as an approach control, you've got to understand when you're clearing for the ILS, you've got to understand what independent and dependent. Now, I'm not going to go too much onto it, but when it's an independent, you've got to give them, dependent, you've got to give them, you've got to understand the levels you can clear them down to for the finals for runway 01 right and left for approach and departures. And it's all to do with what operations are in progress. And what I'm trying to say is if we can, I'll just try to, so when you've got a dependent parallel approach, there's got to be a minimum of 1,000 or 3 nautical miles separation until they're established on the final course. So if we have a look here, and I might have touched on this before, ATC assist, if we go back here, and say we're going runway 01 left for the ILS, you can see 4,000 is their lowest altitude for 01 left, and 01 right, you can see here it's 3,000. So there you go, you've got your 1,000. Because it's a dependent parallel approach, you've got to have a minimum of 1,000 or 3 nautical miles. So with the fact that you can't...
Brisbane approach, Jetstar 443, just short of flight level 180.
Jetstar 443, unfortunately no further ATC service available. Radar service is terminated. Contact Unicom 122.8. Cheers.
Going to Unicom 122.8, and thanks very much for the service, Nick. Great to hear you up here in Queensland, a grossly underserved area in VATSIM. Always great to hear you.
Jetstar 443, you can expect to be up here more often because I'll be there physically in 4 weeks.
Oh, well, that's exciting news for all of the VATPAC community. Glad to hear it.
Thank you very much, sir.
Catch you next time. Thanks, bye.
Cheers. Yeah, so why am I going to be there in Queensland in 4 weeks? Well, I'm a bit of a walker. So I'm doing what they call the Scenic Rim, which is a part of the Range National Park. And I'll be doing a 4-day walk all through that area. Yeah, pretty exciting. So, I'm looking forward to it. There's only one problem. I haven't got myself fit enough. Then that can be a bit of a problem, especially when you're trekking up hills for 18, 15 Ks a day. So, anyhow, not to worry. That's my problem. Let's not worry about that. And like I said, talking about dependent and independent, I think I made a video. I probably explained myself better then, and I probably had a fresher memory back then than I do now. But anyhow, so just anyone wanting to control up here in Brizzy, you've got to be very, very cognizant of those sort of requirements when you've got independent and dependent, and fully understand what they all mean. So I don't control up here very often. You can understand why. But anyhow, it is what it is. So, what can we do here? And I agree with Malcolm. That was Jetstar 443, I think it is. Matthew. Yeah, probably Brisbane doesn't get it much. Maybe that's why, because it's can get a bit hairy, I'm not sure. Okay, what's the situation with me at the moment? We've only got one guy on frequency. We've got Qantas 545 on the ground at Brizzy. Anyhow, he's. I think he flew in earlier. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, I'm looking at Discord. Someone's got me on Discord somehow, or someone's messaged me on Discord. Sorry about the. Anyhow, let's not worry about that. Let's worry about my streaming. Everybody. Yeah, it's really hard as a controller. In real life, the approach controller's got all these, all the different approaches memorised. But in the VATSIM world, it's pretty hard to sort of memorise all the approaches, considering you can go from Brizzy over to Perth to Darwin, blah blah blah. Whereas in the real world, they've got all this, memorised, all their types of approaches and where they go, what waypoints. That's what they do in the real world. Someone else has come on board. Oh, I've got Tower on board. Oh, very nice. Okay, who's on Tower? Charles Milton. Oh, okay. Charles, good on you, Charles. Oh, that's the guy that's trying to message me on... yeah, that's the guy. Hi, Nick. Mind if I jump Brisbane Tower? Totally understand if you'd rather. No problems. Yeah. Okay. I've worked it out. No problem, jump on board, you'll be a star on my live stream. There you go, Charles. Bit of notoriety. So, what do... Actually, I'll tell you what I can. Actually, this came through the other day. And it's a long, long time ago. It's long overdue. Where are we? I saw a YouTube video. What am I? A real 737 pilot the other day, which I didn't realise. He what they've done, VATSIM have updated their policy. And what that means is to do with, where he is, there he is. And what they've done is there's requirements for pilots to understand and operate their aircraft, understand their, and be familiar with their aircraft, understand standard phrases, all that sort of stuff, which is long time overdue. So thank God, I'm just trying to find the video here. Where did I see it? Where did I see it? Bear with me. Where did I see it? I was sure I saw it somewhere. No, when you're looking for something, it's always hard to find, isn't it? Yeah, well, not to worry. It's always the same thing. Not to worry. But anyhow, that's basically they've actually updated their policy, so it's good to see. Now, what am I doing? Actually, it's very light on at the moment. I'll just fire up VATSPY and see what's happening. All right, this is what's happening on VATSPY. There's little old me, and that's so all the actions down here. As usual. So you got forward departures. Maybe these guys will come up to Brizzy, fly in Brizzy somewhere. I got a guy coming in from Darwin, and okay. So really not much happening. I've got these Air Force boys mucking about in Amberley. What actually are they doing? Airbus 332 and in Amberley. Okay. Whatever. Not sure exactly what they're doing. Calling himself Dragon, yep. Nah, not much happening. Anyhow, I just want to say, the other day I celebrated my anniversary, and I said to my wife, I said, this is my fourth marriage. And she said, really? I said, yeah, my first wife, she died of mushroom poisoning. And my second wife, she died of mushroom poisoning too. And my third wife, she died of a fractured skull. And my missus said, how did she get a fractured skull? And I said, well, she wouldn't eat the mushrooms. I can't help myself sometimes. I can't help myself. Anyhow. Sorry about that. I don't know if that was in bad taste or what. Anyhow, for that, I must say no, I've got to be honest. I've got a wonderful wife, and it's not my fourth marriage. It's my first, 27 years. I celebrated yesterday. Best 27 years of my life, I've got to say that. So, yeah. So, anyhow. Lovely lady. So, And now you're probably thinking, well, this is basically what I do. As I mentioned earlier, I've gone back to full-time working, and I used to be a structural designer back in the day. And this is my job now. I'm designing one of these. It's a train loadout, and what it does, see that thing there, that conveyor, see this conveyor, and see this big, what they call a surge bin. And the one I'm doing is, I'm involved, this is the iron ore business, by the way, which is what West Australia is all about. The one I'm designing is this one here. It's all, the one that BHP have got is an existing one which shakes. And most of the train loadouts, they're made of steel, but this one they want in concrete. And so as you can see, the ore cars come in here and they get loaded up with iron ore, and then they go around and they do a loop, and it comes, and these things can be about 120 cars. So, and it comes in from the operations over here. The iron ore dumps in the bin, and then it comes down. So I basically structural design all this sort of stuff. When I say, and by the way, structural design doesn't mean I'm an engineer, it means I'm a drafty. An engineer's an engineer. And you can see here, see the ore cars, they come in, and the bin, they get loaded up. Now you can see this one here, it's made of steel, but the one I'm doing is all concrete. It's got a bit of steel work like these things, these platforms around, which you need. But the actual main structure I'm doing is all concrete. And I'll tell you what, it can be a bit of a nightmare. Because imagine the reinforcement. So yeah, so that's it there. You can see how it sort of loads up the car. You can see, and that's how fast the ore cars come in. See, it loads it all up. And when it gets to a level, it miraculously stops. They got sensors, so they know exactly. They got weighing machines that know exactly how much when the actual stops loading up. And so it stops, and then the next ore car comes in, loads it all up, and away you go. So yeah, so that's basically what I'm drawing up or designing for. It's up in the Pilbara. So yeah, they've decided to throw a shitload of money at me, and the old saying, I really didn't want to go back into it because it can be a little bit of a stressful, not stressful job, but especially after being away for 9 years, you get used to the good life, and suddenly now you've got to sit in an office 8 or 9 hours a day, and you come home pretty stuffed, especially when you get to my advanced years. Yeah, so, and anyhow, it's a little bit of pocket money, well, more than a bit of pocket money. I think it'll finance a few trips to Vegas for me, as some people know. Also indulge a bit of poker as well. So that'll finance that. What's a fungi? Jimmy? A fungi? Oh, a fun guy. Oh, sorry. You're a fun guy. Oh, sorry. Well, there you go. See, that shows you. Not too quick off the mark. See, that's what old people are. Not too quick off the mark. Not that sharp. So yeah, how are you, Jimmy? Thanks for coming on board. Not much happening here, unfortunately. So I've got to find other ways of entertaining. So let's see. Now, actually, I've gone to. It says here I'm transmitting as controlling Metro Class D airports. Well, not really. Not really. I'm not doing. I don't know how that got there. So obviously, I forgot to change. I'm not. Yeah. Anyhow, don't worry. I didn't really prepare. It was sort of a last-minute decision that I was going to stream because A, I wasn't confident of doing Brisbane properly, and B, when you stream and you're trying to control you get distracted and you don't really end up doing the best. So yeah, so you've got to be really confident, A, controlling, and B, being able to stream and do both at a certain amount of efficiency, doing it at sort of a reasonable amount of efficiency and providing a good service. Anyhow, that's where we are. I don't know if my wife can hear me, but it'd be nice if she could get me my chai tea, because I haven't given up on that, that's for sure. And I told you guys too that I joined this is a while back, a virtual airline, which is a bit of a fun thing, you know. I mean, I'm just trying to get, where are they? This is the mob that I joined. It's not too bad. Like I said, I'm not really one for, but it gives you a reason. For me, it gives you a reason to fly, and sometimes actually I should have. It doesn't matter. Yeah, you can see everybody. But that's my home base, Melbourne. See the weather in Perth? Absolutely shit house here. Excuse the French, but anyhow. Yeah, and what I do, you've got, I just did a flight this morning actually. You've got tours, and I've signed up for a couple of them. I've done the Hawaiian paddle jumps. I've flown the Hawaiian. I've done this. This is the one that I did this leg here earlier this morning. I flew IFR from Jacksonville up to, I didn't, from Savannah, and I landed at Florence Regional Airport. So yeah, that was a bit of a fun. It was really crappy weather. At one stage, I forgot how to do the ILS, not tune in, but do the ILS. I think it was for runway 09er, and I don't know what I did. I must have pressed the wrong button, but my aircraft started doing a 180, and I had to take control from the autopilot. And yeah, anyhow, in the end, I ended up landing okay. Yeah, so basically doing all the East Coast here. So now I don't go on VATSIM, but you know, I've always said, and you can make online flying as realistic or unrealistic as you want. You know, if I wanted to do the whole thing, I'd sort of tune in on VATSIM, try to talk to a controller, and you know, all that sort of stuff. But for me, it was just a bit of a fun flight. Get really familiarised myself with with my aircraft. Oh, by the way, this is the aircraft I got. What's my aircraft? Anyhow, yep, that's it. Piper Arrow 3. I'm not sure. I did fly when I first got Microsoft Flight Simulator. I had the Cessna. I wasn't too impressed with it, and I don't know. I used to fly the A2A Cessna, but I don't think A2A is too interested in developing aircraft for Microsoft. Anyhow, but that's the Piper Arrow that I fly. This one here, last flight was, as you can see, today. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's a fun, and you can do chartered, cargo, scheduled. You know, you got a whole lot of scheduled. And that's me, I think, up here. Look at that. Yeah, 124.7. I've been on 1 hour and 20 minutes. There you go. And we've got a bit of weather coming in. Okay. So, Yeah, well, it's all happening here. Perth Aviator. Yeah, it's coming because I hear rustling in the kitchen. So, my name is Sal. My name is Sal. Actually, Jimmy, are you in Perth? Here comes the rain because it's coming my way as well. So, anyhow. Now, what's happening here? We got Jetstar. We got 2 people now up in Brizzy. Okay. We've got a guy going from Brisbane to YBPN. Where's that? Proserpine. I'm guessing it's Proserpine. That's what I'm guessing. But anyhow, that's just a guess. I'll see if I can do a marathon. What is it, Saturday? Oh, yeah, Saturday. I'll do a marathon run. Be on control for 8 hours or something like that. Has anyone ever done that? Anyone, not just you guys, but anyone? Do you know of anyone who's actually done 8 hours controlling? Like, man, how could you do it? Perth Aviator. Where are you north or south of the heavy chai tea? Yes, I know, it is heavy. Yeah, it's, are you north or south of the river? Because I'm south of the river here, so it's a bit of a, where are all these guys? Yep, they're all giving Melbourne to Sydney all a bit of a delayed milk run through here. Anyhow, we'll just keep ourselves, we've got one guy coming in, we've got another guy coming in, nothing else much happening. South of the river, oh, good one. Big Josh did 13 hours, oh God. What the hell? Get a life, Josh. And yeah, no, I don't know. How can you do 13 hours? I mean, that's ridiculous. Oh, Riverton boy, eh? You're just up the road. I'm in Natterdale. So, I'll tell you what, if this chai tea doesn't come soon, my missus, yeah, I know it's crazy, isn't it? I've actually worked out, I've got this, now here she comes, look at that, say hello to the boys.
Hi, guys.
Hey, go hear that? Hi, guys. Oh, she smacked me across the head just now. I tell you, she's vicious. Oh, she's vicious. Oh, I tell you. Oh. She's even more vicious when the lights go out, if you know what I mean. Anyhow, what am I talking about? Let's stay focused, shall we? We got a guy Melbourne to Brisbane. Jetstar 570. So why has I got this strip? I'm not sure. Yes. Hi, boss. She is. Jason, I tell you, she's the boss, all right. Don't worry about that. She thinks I'm the boss, but no. Actually, I must admit, no one's the boss here. There is no boss. We're just a great team together, I think. That's the best way I can explain it. Information Alpha, chai tea ops in progress. Do not pass through a signed chai tea. That's right. Yep. Yeah, she brought the little pot with her. Oh, Just let's have a taste, shall we? Oh, that's seriously good stuff. Ho, ho, ho. I've got this stuff at work and I call it marijuana juice. And they all looked at me. I said, I'm going for marijuana juice. And they all went, what? What do you mean marijuana juice? I say, chai tea. Get you on the same high as marijuana. Oh, that's delicious. Oh, the smell of chai is just intoxicating. That's the best way I can describe it. Intoxicating. Anyhow, we are losing focus here, guys. What's going on here? WellCamp. Departures. ASTR 60, Diamond 62. What would be ASTR? Don't know. ASTR. WellCamp. Direct. New to the VATSIM network. Well, congratulations. From Brisbane to Brisbane WellCamp. How far is that? Where is the Brisbane WellCamp? Oh, over there. Oh, okay. He wants to go to 13,000. I don't know. Diamond? 13,000? Maybe. By the time he gets his top of climb, it'll be time to descend, I think. 13,000. Mind you though, he's going the wrong. 13,000 should be going to 12,000. He's going west, so... But we know he's just a young bloke, probably. Doesn't know anything about anything, I guess. I'm not sure. So I'll give him a subtle hint to check out a fantastic YouTuber called Pushing Tin. Maybe that's what I should suggest to him. Anyhow, Jetstar 570 is coming in. So I'll accept him. And 0 left. Okay, so what do we got? 0, 1 right. The old Blacker. Now, Blacker is an ILS. Let's. This is the thought process. So, okay. So, now, obviously he'll be going to a place called Glen. And if we click here and we go there, and we know that dependent parallel approaches. So we know that when they're dependent parallel approaches, have to be separated 1,000 or 3 nautical miles. And we know that, and now, is Glen 4,000 or 3,000? For Glen is 3,000. So now if he was going for runway 01 left, it'll be 4,000 before he starts his, for the final approach, initial approach fix. Like Glen is the initial approach fix for 01 right, and I'm not sure what, and I should know this, you should become familiar with this. So we'll go back to ATC assist and we'll go 01 right, and I'll guarantee you that'll be left, I should say. 01 left, and it's Tannic and 4,000. So you've got Glen.
Brisbane approach, Jetstar 570 is passing flight level 200 for 9,000 on the Blacker for Alpha arrival.
Jetstar 570, good day Brisbane approach. You are identified, descend to 9,000. QNH is 1014, and you can expect the ILS runway 01 right.
Descend down to 9,000 on the Blacker 4 Alpha. QNH is 1014, and it's an ILS 019. If I could just have left or right, that would be great. Thanks, mate.
Jetstar 570, confirm you're on the 01 right. He thinks 19. He said 19, didn't he?
01, right, apologies. I had 019 there. Jetstar 570.
Yeah, I know what you had, or I know what you were thinking. So, Gino the Cappuccino, are you going to be online for much longer? I might jump on. Yep, well, what time is it now? 3:30. I'll probably be on for another hour because then I've got to jump on my bike because I've got to do my aerobic exercise because I'm going to be up Brisbane in a month's time. I'm going to be walking the Scenic Rim for 4 days. So, yeah, Matthew, no, I'll go easy on your VOR practices. Yeah, Dino, it's been good. My day's been good. Nah, they're not. They're outside my airspace, mate. So what do I want to control them for? See how this light grey area? That's outside. Basically, this grey area is all my jurisdiction. See that? That's all my jurisdiction because Brisbane Approach. Now, if I was on centre, I'd be probably handling those, and they're at both 300 feet, and they're piss farting around. Actually, I'm not even sure. They'll be in class Gulf airspace. If I was a centre controller, yeah, I'd probably, and not only that, if they're IFR, if they're VFR, then I don't need to talk to them, don't want to talk to them. So, yeah, so you've got to be fully aware who you control. Where is your area of responsibility, and if depending on VFR or IFR, do you need to talk to them? So that's just part of the knowledge that you need to understand. Okay, so just up 570. Yep. Okay. We were going to. Yeah, so like I said, I'm a walker. I've got to jump on. I've got a bike. I'm not one of those stationary bikes. You sit in your room, you look at TV or read a book, and you just pedal like mad, and just stare out the window, whatever. But anyhow, so I'm severely lacking in the aerobic fitness, and I need to do that because in the Range National Park, when you're a walker, they have these different scales. Like if you're 1, it's like really easy, and it goes up to 5, and where I'm walking grade 4 to 5, so, So it's going to be a bit heavy, but it's really glamping, really. We're going to be staying at eco cottages or camps, and so I'm a bit spoiling myself. Have chefs there preparing our dinners every night, and a welcome drink when you sort of come in after the day. So I'm going to be tired, but I'm going to be smashed by the end of the night. Route adherence monitoring, at least I remember that. Let's see if he makes the old left turn. He looks like he's going to make the left turn. Yeah, come on, that's it. Good on ya. Now, what was the level again? 4,000? 4,000, okay. 4,000 at Tannic. And that should be, oh no, not 4,000, 3,000, because that Tannic was the 01 left. So it's 3,000 for Glen. 01 right. Yep, so it's 3,000. So just be careful, all you want to be controllers, you've got to know all this stuff. Just our 570 via the star descent to 6,000.
Down to 6,000, Jetstar 570.
Geez, I nearly stuffed up there. I wasn't paying attention to his level, so That's a bit of a gotcha. Got to be. That's why I wasn't too confident streaming and between streaming, telling my jokes, what I do as a occupation, and then yeah, no, Dino, what happens is, see, it's like marriage, you know. A change is as good as any, you know what I mean? You know, even though it's you get sick and tired of doing centre control all the time.
First approach, good afternoon, to Bravo Charlie, system 172 is 6 miles from Brisbane.
What? And what? Sorry, our station transmitting, you're almost unreadable. Say again.
Brisbane approach, good evening. Cessna 172 Juliet Bravo Charlie is 5.7 miles from the airport.
Sorry, sir, can you text me, sir? You're coming in, there's a lot of echo in your transmission, sir. Jetstar 570 via the start, descend to 3000, and you cleared the ILS runway 01 right.
Down to 3,000 and cleared ILS 01 right, Jetstar 570.
So, so I'm not sure who this guy was. I was talking to Juliet Bravo. Oh, it's this guy. I'll keep him out of. Now, this is where. Let's have a look at what he is first. He's an IFA aircraft. Okay. Oh, he's doing the right thing, which is good. Okay, let me work out what's going on with this Juliet Bravo Charlie. Okay, I think I know what I want to do. It's Juliet Bravo Charlie, Melbourne, Brisbane approach. He's doing the right thing, and he's staying out until he gets a clearance. Now, what have we got? Consideration here is if I can get him. Oh, he's logged off. He thought it was too hard. Yeah, well, probably some of the blame was on me. I should have paid more attention. Jetstar 486. All right, Dino, the cappuccino. Let's see what we got. Now, we got tower on board, haven't we? 120.5, okay.
G'day, Brisbane Approach. Is this the correct frequency for Brisbane Approach?
I think so, 1247, yeah.
1247, cool. Okay, cool. I've got a hold of you. Thank you.
Cheers. Now, did you notice he was on the hotline? He could have been, yeah. Okay, look at this. We're starting to get some There you go. Eh? Okay, so
Brisbane approach, Jetstar 570 is established, runway 01 right.
Jetstar 570 contact Brizzy Tower, 120.5. G'day.
Over to approach, Jetstar 570, good day mate.
Not approach tower, I said. Okay, we got Jetstar 830. He's taxiing for 01 left. So, and he is going to Proserpine, I think. I think that's where. Let's see. Yep, he's going up to Proserpine. That's where he's going. Okay, fair enough. Now, as I was saying earlier, finally VATSIM have come out and they've put a policy where people have people have to be familiar with basic calls, ATC phraseology, knowing how to handle their aircraft. But it raises the question: what do you do if you get somebody who doesn't know what they're doing? What do you call it? Does that mean you can call the supervisor and say, look, this guy doesn't know what he's doing? Can you kick him off? Because they say, but they don't actually require people to have any training. So I'm not sure what good that sort of policy approaches has done or what it's going to do. Yeah, so I'm not too sure. Anyhow, I think I'll give Brisbane. So what do you guys out there? What do you guys think of the VATSIS? Yeah, hi.
G'day.
Do you want the ATIS?
I had it up. I'm happy for you to continue doing the ATIS, by the way.
Okay, all right.
Just give me a
Cheers.
moment.
Yep. I think he wanted to say something. Anyhow, we got a few people. We got 5 on the stands at Brizzy, so it's starting to get a bit warm, so to speak. Talking about that, actually, Jetstar, contact me. Come on, you can do it. I've got to go and chuck some wood on the fire. I've got a nice raging fire. I've got one of those combustion fires. So.
Brisbane departure Jetstar 830 with you, crossing 2,000 feet.
Jetstar 830 identified via the SID, climbed to flight level 180.
Jetstar 830 climbing to flight level 180.
Yep, okay. Go ahead.
Brisbane approach, can I just get a mic check, please?
A what?
Mic check.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me? Am I crackly?
Yeah, no, you're not crackly, but I'm not sure via what the mechanics are if we go under the different system through a pilot to ATC.
Yeah, I've just had a couple of pilots reporting, but only a few, so
yeah.
I thought I'd check.
More,
Thanks for your help, Brisbane.
No worries. Cheers.
Brisbane
yeah, so I'm not sure what you guys think of VATSIS. Yeah, no, Matthew, sorry, it was my, I wasn't sure, you sort of, my apologies, mate. I was Juliet Bravo, it ain't hard I couldn't figure out the message and hand firing at the same time. Yeah, no, probably, but I didn't really know, I wasn't paying attention to Well, I don't know. You sort of popped out of nowhere, I think. I'm not sure, Matthew. My apologies. But it would have been nice if you'd sort of started maybe in an area. I'm not too sure what would actually happen there. So you sort of came out of nowhere, and I wasn't really prepared for it. So. As I said, it's sometimes hard to stream, and especially me being a bit rusty, and I thought, what the hell? So that's a lesson. And what is it, VOR? We'll have a look. Where's the VORs for the... Well, there you go. I didn't know there is no VOR approach for Brizzy. There you go, you learn something every day. So I'm not sure how you're going to do the VOR approach if there is no such approach available at Brizzy. Or am I not interpreting this right? So there's only ILSs or RMPs. And there they are, they're finally on. They're all coming now. AR, you know what this is, don't you? These are the ones I'm going to start doing. RMP AR. Approval required, because you have to fly what they call these arcs, these segmented arcs. And that'll be the future, by the way. This is more like, it's a non-precision, but it's almost a precision, really, approach. And one day, one of my listeners out there, about 6 years ago, I promised him I would do the Christchurch RMP approach, AR, together. And I haven't forgotten, Chris. Oh, okay, you're trying to navigate using the VOR and visually land. Okay. So I thought you were talking about a VOR approach. And I thought, okay. Yeah, so going back, I'm going to do, because as you all know, PMDG brought out the 737, so I'm going to invest. Go ahead.
Tower's going offline for about 2 minutes. I need to get this microphone sorted. Nobody on the ground can hear me.
Yeah, and also I've got to stoke the fire soon, so I'll be offline for not offline, but away for a couple of minutes.
Okay, no worries.
Can you just stand there for a minute or so?
Can I? Yeah, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Cheers. I've got to be, just chuck wood on the fire, guys. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now, let's talk. Just R830, no further AT service available. Radar services terminated. Contact Unicom 122. Decimate, g'day. So he probably doesn't mean that. Doesn't know what that is. Doesn't matter. And look at this. Look at that, eh? Spectacular. Yeah, okay, so you're trying to navigate VOR and then visually land. All right, okay, let's talk about this, shall we? First of all, Cloud View at 700. So if you've got VMC, let's look at it this way, shall we? Let's go to, you're trying to come into Brizzy using the VOR. There's the VOR. Now, I'm not sure where you're coming from. And you're trying to land visually. Okay, all right. So that's... Okay. All right, so maybe I'm trying to remember the flight plan you had. I'm not sure whether you had that. I'm not sure what it said on your flight plan or whatever. I'm not too sure. So anyhow, I didn't realise exactly what you were doing, and so therefore that was the source of confusion. Not to worry. Anyhow, we're talking about the approval required for the RMP. That will happen one day, Chris, if you're still listening. Aviation Chris.
Brisbane approach, good day, velocity 452, descending through flight level 250.
Velocity 452, where are you? Velocity 452, just advise your position, sir.
40 miles from Woody.
Velocity 452, don't have you on the radar at the moment, just stand by. Oh, I know what. Yeah, he's out of sight. Let's go and have a look at here. Yep. Okay. Oh, look at this. We got 6 people. Yeah, velocity 452. I'll just advise you when to contact me, sir, once you appear on the radar.
Wilco, velocity 452.
And Brisbane Tower's back online. That's great. Actually, we've probably got more aircraft here now than... Hey, look at that, hey? Look at that. Brilliant. We started out with nobody, hardly anybody. Look at that, slowly getting there. All right, so let me try to work this, just trying to find out. Okay, these are the RMP approval ratings. So, and you know what? I hardly ever see anybody do any of these. You know, they all do the ILS and that, and I'm thinking, why doesn't someone, why don't they try to do the RMP, the ARs? Because these days, if you're flying a 737, they've all got that information there available, and you just follow and it makes your life a lot easier. Flying the RMP ARs, it's just a lot of track shortening, and yeah, I don't know why. Anyhow, one day I will attempt it, and of all places, not Christchurch. I did say Christchurch, but no, I meant to say, the place in New Zealand. Oh, quick, somebody. Oh, not there. Oh, where in the hell is this? Anyhow, don't worry. Okay, let's see how we go. Queenstown, that's the one. Couldn't remember. This is the one where you do the RMP approach.
Brisbane departure, Astra 218, 2,300, climbing for 13,000, heading towards Toowoomba.
Astra 218, g'day Melbourne approach. Have you yet unidentified, or identified I should say, stand by. Something's wrong. I'm not showing anything. Am I still online? What's going on? Astra 218, can you squawk ident? Everything's gone.
Just said it, 218.
I think I've been hacked. That's what it was.
Squawk is currently 441528.
Astra 218, sorry, there's been a slight problem. I'm not showing anything. There's nothing coming up on the system. Stand by. Looks like I've been hacked. That's weird. Oh, weird. Because I'm not showing anyone on the ground here. Suddenly it's all like gone to shit. Yeah, Astra 218, sorry, I'll just have to restart. Stand by.
No problem, 218.
What's going on here? It's all turning to why is it? Not sure why. What is going on? Astra 218, you identified climb to flight level 130.
130, 218.
And velocity 452 is at 8,000 and 4.5 miles from Rockno.
Velocity 452, squawk 7251. Correction, 0442.
0442, velocity 452.
Velocity 452 identified. Descend to 6,000. You expect the ILS runway 01 left.
6,000 and expect the ILS 01 left, velocity 452.
Okay, I think we've got our stuff. Okay, so things have come back online. I don't know, there's a bit of a hiccup there. Not sure what's going on. But we can see not sure why this guy is doing what he's doing. He shouldn't have, I thought he should have gone that way. Anyhow, who knows? Not sure what's going on with this guy. Astra 218. Not sure. You give me a headache, mate. Please. Velocity 452, descend to 5,000.
5,000, velocity 452.
Brisbane departures, good evening, Jetstar 759, currently climbing through flight level 1000 for flight level 6000 with you.
Jetstar 759, good day, Brisbane approach identified via the SID, climb to flight level 180.
A firm climb via the SID to flight level 180, Jetstar 759.
Brisbane departure, Astra 218.
Astra 218, go ahead.
Brisbane departure, would you like me to stay on this frequency or would you like me to go to Melbourne Centre on 129.8?
129.8. Astra 218, stay on my frequency and I'll pass you off. They're not accepting departures from Brisbane, so you can go to Unicom once I hand you over.
Sounds good, thanks. 218.
So where is this guy going? He's going Waco, Ibuna, Private. Okay, he's going there. Okay, so we got a bit of action on the ground here, guys. So No, I'm no good with the Microsoft fly-by-wire, mate. I don't really fly jets, but I will do one day. Don't worry about that. At the moment, I'm enjoying the scenery too much from Microsoft Flight Simulator. So, yeah. So, I'm a bit of a scenery man. I like the scenery. Okay, now let's get. Yeah, this kid here, he said he's new to VATSIM, so I won't be. I'll let him do what he wants to do, you know. But he's stuffing about. He doesn't. I don't think he knows what he's doing. But Diamond 62s, yeah. So he's obviously off his intended route. Aussie 452 descent to 3000 from Glen. You clear the LS runway 01 left.
Descend 3000 from there, clear the ILS 01 left. Velocity 452.
And that was just shitful.
Approach 545. Tower is not responsive. Can we request taxi?
Qantas 545. Roger, you can taxi down to Alpha 7, runway 01 right.
Alpha 701 right, thank you. Should we stay with you?
545, sorry. A-firm, yeah, he seems like he's having problems with his mic, apparently.
Understand.
Brisbane Tower?
Yeah, Qantas 545 contacted me. How's your mic going, or have you fixed the issue or not?
I have no idea, because apparently you're hearing me clear. I recorded the mic, it was fine, so it seems to be a program, a software issue.
Yeah, my screen went all funny a while back, 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, where I was connected, but I wasn't seeing any aircraft.
It must be a server thing.
Yeah, might be. Anyhow, I'll see if I can get him back onto your frequency.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely back online, even if
Okay.
it's scratchy. Thank you.
Qantas 545.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he's back online. If you want to see if you can contact him on 120.5.
Okay, we'll try that. Wonderful. Speak to you soon. Thank you.
Velocity 452 is established.
Aussie 452, contact tower 120.5.
1205, see ya.
Astra 218, no further ATC service available. Radar services terminated. Contact Unicom 122.8. G'day.
122.8. G'day. 218.
So,
Approach Qantas 545. He's still unable to call me.
545, I'll let him know anyhow. Okay.
Brisbane Tower?
Yeah, he's 545's just told me he's unable to, or he can't call you, or the other way around. I'm not
Approach
sure.
velocity 452, just reporting that tower's still having mic troubles.
Yeah, did you hear that? He said he's not able to contact you as well.
That's so weird. I really don't know what to say to that.
All right.
I see velocity 958 is taken off. I might just have to just straight up disconnect and get people to go through you for the time being.
Okay,
Just
cheers.
restart.
Right out.
Cool, thanks.
Bye. Qantas 545, Roger, he's having issues. You can stay on my frequency.
For 18.
Station calling, say again.
Qantas 500 is leaving 350 for 18.
Approach velocity 452, request landing clearance.
Velocity 452, runway 01 left, clear land.
Cleared land 01 left, velocity 452.
Brisbane approach, good day, jet south 486, gate 23, request push.
Two in together, velocity 958, you're identified via the SID, climb to flight level 180.
Flight set to 180, not of it.
Oh, that's Aiden.
Approach, good day, jet south 486, gate 23, request push.
Just our 486, push approved.
Push approved, jet south 486.
Brisbane approach, Star 811 ready for departure, and we're able to do Alpha 7.
Roger, just 811, taxi to holding point Alpha 7, runway 01 right.
Taxi to Alpha 7, runway 01 right, Star 811.
Brisbane departures, just our 759, Scenic Waypoint, request continued climb through to 36,000.
Just our 759, unfortunately I can't do that, but you contact Unicom 122.8.
Firm over to Unicom 122.8, and good evening, Jetstar 759.
Just our 759, good evening, have a good flight.
Wilco.
5:45, waiting for cabin crew ETA 2 minutes.
Qantas 5:45, sorry, just confirm, are you ready?
2 minutes for cabin crew.
5:45, understood.
Brisbane approach, good evening, Qantas 500 with you. I am just over the Gold Coast requesting clearance into Brisbane.
Qantas 500, standby. Qantas 500, squawk 3772.
Squawking 3772 for Qantas 500. Qantas, Brisbane approach, Qantas 500 is squawking 3227. 3772.
Qantas 500, say again, your squawk.
3772 for Qantas 500.
Qantas 500, you're identified. Start clearance available.
Go ahead for Qantas 500.
Qantas 500, you're cleared the Gomov 2 Alpha arrival, runway 01 right. When ready, descend to 9000. Standby for Brisbane QNH.
The Gomo to Alpha approach runway 01 right and down to 9000 and waiting for QNH for Brisbane for Qantas 500.
Qantas 500 QNH is 1015.
1015 QNH for Qantas 500.
5:45, fully ready.
Qantas 545, contact me airborne, runway 01 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 01 right, Qantas 5:45.
Velocity 452, request taxi, gate 46.
Velocity 452, thick towers come online, 120.5.
1205, 452.
On Jetstar 811 ready for departure.
Just 811, runway 01 right, line up.
Line up behind the departing company aircraft, Jetstar 811.
Just 811, towers online now on 120.5, contact him when ready.
Switching to tower 1205, thank you.
Now it's getting a bit hectic, guys. Now it's getting a bit of a shit fight. Coward runs through Mumble. So go ahead.
Brisbane Tower's back online, hopefully permanently.
Okay, I've directed him back. Go ahead. I'll get this guy. Okay, so we've got a bit of activity happening here. Probably not my best day for controlling, but considering I'm a bit rusty, not too bad. I'll probably give myself 5.5 out of 10.
Hello, Brisbane approach, Jetstar 564, flight level 100.
Jetstar 564, squawk 4337.
Squawk 4337, Jetstar 564.
Jetstar 564 identified, star clearance available. Qantas 500 via the star descent to 7,000.
Send via the star 7,000, Qantas 500.
Departure, very good evening. Qantas 545, passing 3,000 for 6,000.
Qantas 545, g'day again, identified via the SID, climb to flight level 180.
180 via the SID, Qantas 545.
Jetstar 564, are you ready to copy your star clearance? He's gone awfully quiet. I don't think he knows what it all means. It's all too hard. This is why Qantas 500 via the star descent to 5,000.
Send via the star to 5,000, Qantas 500.
Jetstar 564, do you copy?
Jetstar 564, go ahead.
Are you ready to copy your star clearance, sir?
I'm on the approach for 01 right, Jetstar 564.
564, roger, descent to 6,000.
6,000, Jetstar 564.
Okay.
Brisbane approach, hello again, Jetstar 811, leaving 3,000 for 6,000.
Jetstar 811, you're identified via the SID, climb to flight level 180.
On to flight level 180 via the SID, Jetstar 811.
Qantas 500 via the star descend to 3,000. You cleared the ILS runway at 01 right. Report established.
Qantas 7.
Qantas 500 descend to 3,000. You cleared the ILS runway at 01 right. Report when established.
Report Report and establish down to 3000, and we're on ILS for runway 01 right for Qantas 500.
Velocity 958, no further ATC service available. Contact Unicom 122.8, g'day.
Unicom velocity 958, thanks.
Brisbane approach, Qantas 500 is established on runway 04 right.
Qantas 500, contact Tower 120.5, g'day.
Over to Tower 120.5, the Qantas 500, have a good night, mate.
Jetstar 564 at 6000.
Sorry, I'll be back with you in just a moment.
Jetstar 564 via the star descent to 5,000.
5000, Jetstar 564.
Go ahead.
Next up is Jetstar 486 on Brisbane 4 departure.
Fully ready.
486, he's on the Brisbane 4 going to Sydney. Yeah, turn right, right 040.
Right, 040 for 4.
Jetstar 564 via the start descend to 3,000. From Glen, you cleared the ILS runway 01 right. Report went established.
3000 at Glen and reporting 10 right. Jetstar 564.
Okay, we've got all sorts of shit happening here. It's great to be alive. It's great to be alive. So I should restart his client so AFB reboots itself. Yep, that's always works, doesn't it? Always works. Now, what's going on here? Just 486, he's on the... Somebody's on the Brisbane 4. I think it's this guy. Yep, Brisbane 4. Okay, so I've got to remember to vector him. Always be aware of that, guys.
Brisbane approach, correction, Brisbane departure Jetstar 486 with you 2,500 for 6,000.
Jetstar 486, you identified. Climb to flight level 180.
Up to 180, Jetstar 486.
Qantas 545, no further ATC service available. Contact Unicom 122.8. Cheers.
122.8. Thank you so much. Hooray.
Now, where's this guy? Let's have a look. Sanig, okay. I don't think this guy, I think he might be new.
Jetstar 564, we are established on 01 right.
Jetstar 564, contact Tower 120.5, g'day.
120.5, bye-bye.
Jetstar 811, no further ATC service available. Contact Unicom 122.8, g'day.
Unicom for Jetstar 811, thank you for the 8C.
Jetstar 486, Brisbane approach. Jetstar 486, Brisbane approach.
Jetstar 486, go ahead.
Jetstar 486, just confirm you're on a heading at 040.
a firm. I'm not entirely sure why it's gone back. I did set it. I'll just fix it up for you. Sorry about that.
Doesn't look like you're on 040, mate. I think he forgot. I think more often than not, that's exactly what's happened. He's forgotten. Oh, is that you, Dino? Just 486. Let me have a look. Dino the Cappuccino from Darwin. Just 564. Just confirm contact tower 120.5. Oh, okay. Handle it.
Dino.
Just 486, resume mode navigation, track direct to Sanig planned route.
Zoom mode navigation, track direct Sanig, Jetstar 486, thanks.
Actually, just 486, you go direct Hugo if you want to.
We'll do direct Hugo, Jetstar 486.
It's all good, Dino the Cappuccino. We'll get you back on track, mate. Don't worry. And he's been given. That's it. I'll tell you, I better do some exercise on my bike, guys. Well, that was it. Rating 5.5. Okay, like I said, it shows I've been away for a while. Very rusty. Things could have gone a lot smoother. Apologies to the young chap who wanted to do the VOR, wanted to track direct the VOR. By the way, I've got a video on how you track a radial for VOR, especially if you're flying a Cessna. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. If you don't understand it, put it a comment. I'll probably do a VOR with my Piper Arrow, or whatever I've got again. The turbo. So, thanks guys. I think I better log off. Like I said, I've got to jump on the bike now and pedal like crazy. Thank you for joining in, and until next time, I'll see you all later. Have a great weekend, or what's left of it. Cheers.